Do you believe black people are being disproportionately murdered by the police?
I tell you what I do know.
Yeah.
In America specifically.
Yep.
In 2006.
Yep.
The FBI.
Yep.
Done a 9-page report. Yep. If you want to look at it, if anyone else wants to look at it, it's on documentcloud.org.
About white supremacists.
They have investigated that there are white supremacist neo-Nazi gangs infiltrating the police forces of America.
Yep.
Okay, that's the FBI. But if we go back, black people have known that there have been white supremacists within the police force of America for a long time. If we go back to 1988, right? NWA, which is a rap group, made a song called "Fuck the Police." Why did they make that? They were speaking about the police brutality within their song. If we go to 1991, we find the LAPD and the CCTV, the video footage that surfaced of them beating Rodney King to within an inch of his life. Okay, if we go to 1992, Ice-T made a song called Cop Killer. Okay, black people for a long time in America have known that there have been racist elements within the police force. So whether or not they're disproportionately killed, there are more white people in America anyway, Tommy.
No, I know, but the point is...
But I said, we know this, and we have known this. It's only to 2006 the FBI have investigated it. We've known it from before 2006. So when George Floyd is on the floor and an officer has his knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, Tommy, you have to understand the kind of anger and fury that would cause.
I do, because it was horrific and devastating to watch. There was an incident the year before where an officer had his knee on a white man's neck for 13 minutes, and then they all stood and joked after he was dead. This, in the same police force, a white woman in her pajamas rang the police, a black police officer turned up and shot her dead through a window. I'm not saying that was racist. I'm not saying the white man getting murdered was racist. What I'm saying is that BLM are using horrific incidences, because my friends, and I have many black friends who have actually not talked to me since my rant on BLM.
I was going to ask you about that. How your quote unquote black friends now?
I find it totally upsetting, bro. My mate come around and said, yeah, they're disappointed. I said, I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed in yourself?
I'm disappointed in my rant. Yeah? I'm disappointed in my rant. I'm disappointed that many in the black community have not woke up to this.
What is it that got you so angry during that rant that you went on that rant?
Because I've seen what's happened in the United States for the last 10 years, yeah? Everything is about race. It is total race bait in politics. And now I know it's here. And I see the damage it's done over there, and I can see the damage it's going to do here. And if you look, and say for example...
Do you think you've helped towards that?
In that rant, no I didn't. And the reason
Tommy, come on.
Yeah, in that rant, no I didn't.
Tommy, come on. You don't believe that you've helped, you've helped drive a wedge between race relations in the country?
No, totally, in that rant, yeah, totally I do.
Right, okay.
Totally I do, 100%. And once I saw that and how it played out, but then after that, that's when I've looked at what's happened, I've looked at what's happening, I'm looking at how it's playing out. Say for example, Black Pound Day. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I support, by the way.
Okay, so Black Pound Day.
Yeah.
If you go online, because I've done it, take the comments underneath Black Pound Day and read how many positive and how many are negative. It's a 93% negative impact.
What do you mean?
I mean the public are totally against it.
The white public?
No, the public, 93%. Now if it's
the black public, I'm not going to be in that 93%, Tommy.
It's okay.
Well, there might be some, but...
But what I mean is that doing good for race relations? Is that idea of, say for example, a white man come out and said, only shop in white businesses today.
I'll make it make sense. I'll try and make it make sense to you, yeah?
And it's about capitalism, yeah?
Yeah,
That's what
but I'll try and make it make sense to you.
Yeah, cool.
Black people across the globe and in Great Britain find themselves at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder.
Yep.
Right? So if we look at the Jewish community, for instance, the Jewish pound, circulates their community at least 7 times before it exits their community, which means they spend within their community. Asian communities, I think 3 to 4 times, something like that. If black people find themselves at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder, we are going to have to spend of ourselves to keep the money and to help grow our wealth. So Black Pound Day is born out of a necessity for black people to spend among themselves. And I've said this so many times, I am about black people raising themselves. That's not going to work.
That's going to have the if you read the comments, which is what I've done on each one of these, I read the comments. Even in the United States, I think there's 25 black-owned banks, 25.
Right.
£1 trillion a year. All they put back into black community is 0.5%. Yeah?
Right.
Have a go at them. Yeah? What I'm saying is there's money there to be regenerated from black business, from success. Yeah? There's money there.
Right. I can't see how you're having something wrong with Black Pound Day.
Because I'm saying read the comments. Because if someone said White Pound
By
Day,
who? By who? Who's the comments by?
The general
by
public.
mostly white people.
Okay,
Tommy.
okay.
They don't get it, and this is the point.
But it has,
I'm going to try and make people get it.
Well, it has the adverse
As to
effect.
why.
It has the adverse effect to what you're trying to do. Yeah? Because comments underneath said, "I'll never shop in a black business again after this. I'll never." I'm just reading the comments because it's like Anthony Joshua.
Well, they're not doing us a favour by shopping with us.
Before-
If you say, "Oh, I'll never shop in a black business," again, you're
I didn't
acting
say
like
that.
you're doing
I didn't
black
say
people
that.
a favour.
I didn't say that. I'm reading.
All right,
I'm
we
talking
don't
about-
want your money.
I'm talking about comments underneath. Yeah? I'm talking. Black businesses would probably collapse, many of them, if the rest of communities didn't shop in their businesses, which is what the divisive nature of something like that. All I've seen since Black BLM is divide, divide, divide. Whether it be Black Pound Day, you may support it. I'm talking about the general public will not support.
The general white public, Tommy.
Well, the general public in this country is white.
That's
the
what I'm trying to
majority,
say. So obviously, what I'm trying to
But it's
make.
causing a divide. Like even the Black Lives Matter on football clubs on the back of their tops. Read the comment section. On Burnley, it's 80. When Burnley put out a statement, when Talk Sport put out a statement, I've gone through all of the comment sections. It's 80% against it. So and I'm just talking, saying that as a black man or as black members of the black community, I'm talking the non-black community. Say like my friends. If I line up my friends, I've got 50 friends. Yeah, 30 are white, 20 are black. All of the black lads are supportive Black Lives Matter, yeah? Without even knowing what it is. The 30 white lads are all saying, I've had enough of this, but they're all best mates. But because it feels like it's totally shoved down their throat. And when you go and do the numbers, say for example...
Do you know what I've noticed? Sorry, do you know what I've noticed, right? With white people specifically. When black people start to at least try, right, to help themselves off the bottom of the socio-economic ladder, a lot of white people seem to have a problem with that.
No, but I totally do. Mate,
They seem to have a problem. And the thing is,
if we're talking about equality...
Hang on, Tommy.
Yeah, go on.
I'll tell you about black people, right? Black people want maybe three things. They want equal rights and justice. They want to be treated fairly, yeah, and they want to be seen as a human being. We don't want to hurt, kill, shoot, maim, colonize, enslave. We don't desire any of that, okay? What we want to do, we want to be able to determine ourselves. But it seems like when we try to determine ourselves, which every other community, hang on Tommy, every other community determines themselves. Yeah. The Asian community, the Jewish community, Chinese community, every other community determines themselves. But when black people try to determine themselves, it seems to be a problem for people.